Hi guys, happy Tuesday.
Hello, hello.
Welcome in for another Chit Chat Tuesday. It's been, I think, 3 weeks since we
Yeah.
were last live for Chit Chat Tuesday. Thought we would hop in here and
Say hello.
say hello, talk about cruising.
Can you guys hear us okay?
Yeah, let us know if you can hear us. We had to get new microphones, so hopefully they're not glitchy or anything. But let us know if you can hear us okay. But welcome in to the 32 of you guys already here. We appreciate you guys being here. Let's see. Let's see who's here in the house. If you guys can just let us know if you can hear us before we get started. Okay, it sounds like maybe we're good.
Yes,
All
that's
right, so welcome in, everyone. First off, if you don't know who we are, if you're new to our channel, I'm RacQuelle,
and I'm Ron.
and we're from MHFamilyAdventures. We have 3 kids. We are cruise influencers, cruise content creators, whatever you want to call us. We cruise a lot and we share our family vlogs and solo vlogs on this platform. If you're watching from Facebook, you guys know we share a lot of reels and shorts and different things. We're also on TikTok and Instagram. So if you are new here, welcome. We appreciate you guys tuning in, and consider subscribing. If you guys like family stuff and you like traveling, cruising, budget friendly stuff, definitely give us a subscribe. We're on a mission to hit 20K by July 1st. So,
And I'm going to say this, and I know that you're not prepared for this, but if you don't like the channel, we offer a 100% money back guarantee.
we do. We do. I'm sorry if the camera's a little shaky. It's like every time we move, I don't know. I have to get a better desk. That's what it is. I have one of those mobile desks that go up and down, and yeah, it just kind of moves. All right, let's see who's here in the house. Let's see. Welcome in. First off, just Kaya TV. Thank you for becoming a channel member. We really do. I think you've been a channel member, but maybe you were new to it. But thanks for being here. We really do appreciate it. On the go with Yellow. Happy Tuesday to you. Welcome in. Thanks for being here, and thank you for being a channel member. Kevin Murphy says a few videos ago you spoke on if you have a device that needs to be connected to the internet. It was possible that you wouldn't have to pay for the internet package on Carnival. Please tell more. Yeah, sure. So I mentioned, I think it was our last Chit Chat Tuesday. We did a first time cruiser Q&A, and I mentioned that if you are traveling with someone, or if you're someone that has certain medical conditions that require, like if you have a device that requires internet monitoring, that you are able to get basic Wi-Fi on Carnival complimentary, but there are things that you have to do to make that happen. So first off, hopefully you book through a travel advisor. But if not, you can contact Carnival's guest access department. Make sure they notate your booking with whatever your medical condition is. They're going to request from you to provide a letter from your doctor just saying that they don't have to list your condition, but they just have to specify the device, the name of the device that you have to use. And it has to very specifically say on the letter that internet reception or internet monitoring is required. They will give you a voucher for basic internet. Sometimes they'll leave it in your cabin. Sometimes they'll tell you to go to guest services to pick it up once you get on board. But you'll have basic Wi-Fi, and you can upgrade. And it was like
Yeah.
our last 7 day cruise. Ron, he gets the internet.
Oh, just
And
tell all my business.
he told it last time.
So Kevin, just to let you know, I'm a diabetic, and my condition is that I have a glucose monitor that needs the internet so it can read my levels. And the letter is called a medical necessity letter. It has to be signed by your doctor, not the nurse, but the actual doctor. It has to list the device and all the model numbers and such like that.
Yeah, so
And you should be fine.
and you need to do it at least a couple weeks before your cruise because it can take them time to respond. The email I think is access@carnival.com. You can send the letter there, include your booking number, and they'll take care of you. But your device has to be on the approved list. There's a list of devices, so hopefully that helps you out a little bit. But welcome in, Jonathan. Thank you for being here. Thanks for being a channel member. He says happy Tuesday, though it's Wednesday for him. Well, we appreciate you tuning in so late.
Yes.
Teresa McElroy, welcome in, says, I won't miss this chit chat. Well, we appreciate you coming here to chit chat with us. Phil and D's Travel Spree, welcome in. Hello to you guys. Thank you guys for being here, for always supporting. We appreciate it. Mrs. KJ Park says, hello from Fort Worth, Texas. Well, welcome in. We appreciate it. I think this is a new name.
Yes.
Well, welcome in. Ellis McKinley, thanks for being a channel member. Says, hello, we hear you. Okay, guys, this thing is driving me crazy. I'm sorry. The way it's wobbling. Maybe if we bring this down some. I don't know. It's driving me crazy, though. We thought about going outside today, but then as soon as we were going to get set up on our back patio, it started getting kind of cloudy. So I don't know if we're expecting rain or whatever, but
And now our next door neighbor is mowing.
yeah, so probably a good thing we're inside, but we got to find a better setup. Gloria Jackson, welcome in. Good evening to you, and thank you for being a channel member. Felicia Hall, thank you for being here. Welcome in, and another channel member there. Cassine, thank you so much for being here. Another channel member. We have a lot of channel members in the house today. We appreciate you guys.
Yes,
BJ, hello, welcome in, welcome in. Now let me go over to Facebook. See if we're live there on Facebook. We should be. And guys, we just hit 25,000 followers on Facebook. So that is amazing. So thank you if you are following us over there on Facebook. It's our largest platform currently.
Yes.
So we're trying to match our YouTube. It's funny, we have 25,000 followers on Facebook. I wish we could just get them all subscribed over on YouTube so we can meet our goal. But you guys, it's a work. But yeah, we are live here. Let's see, we have Christy Salinas watching. Thank you so much, Christy, for tuning in from Facebook. So guys, this Chit Chat Tuesday, we are just chit-chatting. Don't really have anything to really discuss. I mean, a few things.
We got some stuff to share.
Yeah, we have some things to share, but feel free if you have any questions about cruising, anything like that, feel free to just drop those in the chat, or anything you want to discuss. Absolutely, feel free to drop those there. Michelle PJ, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Mel T. Oh, hold on, scrolling fast. Drea H, thank you for being a channel member, and hello to you. Carlos says hello from Reno, Nevada. Well, welcome. And how's the weather there? Is it hot there yet? Is it March? Caught one from the beginning, 20K on the way. Well, thank you so much for speaking that up for us. That is our goal. We want to hit 20K. I think we can do it. We have some cruises coming up that I think will help us kind of turn that dial a little bit.
When's the next cruise?
Guys, the next cruise, I'm actually leaving tomorrow for the next cruise. So the next cruise will be just myself and Andrew. If you guys don't know, this has been a busy week. If you guys follow us on social media, Andrew graduated high school. So
Yes.
it was very, very busy week. We had his school farewell, we had his clap out, then we had his graduation, and we also had a party, his graduation party. So we've been super, super busy.
And it was his birthday.
And his birthday. So yeah, I forgot. His birthday was 2 days ago? 4 days ago. Yeah, so it was just a busy week.
Yes.
But a lot going on. We're super excited for Andrew. And we were actually just talking before this about, if you guys aren't familiar with Andrew, he's our oldest son. He has autism. And we were just talking about at graduations and things, you see people, or you see posts of people talking about, their child's graduating, they're off to college, which is amazing. Or they have these plans as far as work, things like that. It's a little different when you are a parent of someone with special needs, especially at his level where, at this time, and he's going to be home with us for some time.
Yes.
And so it was kind of a bittersweet time because where I have some family members that are celebrating because they're going to be,
empty nesters,
or they're going to have their kids off wherever. It's like we're celebrating him, but it's different because whereas his time in school has ended and he's had that safety net of teachers and therapists and this and that, and a daily routine of things, it's now not, we're extremely supportive parents, but it's now it's all on us. So it becomes a different
normal.
Yeah, it's different because now we have to figure out, okay, Andrew, what are we going to do today? Because you don't have the routine of school. Today,
he will have a routine.
He will have a routine. But today we sat, he was watching TV. We had ice cream and we took a picture and we said, you know what, this is what grown people do during the day when you're home. Sent that to Dice so he could look at that. But but Andrew is going to a program. It's called Project Search. They work with individuals with intellectual disabilities, special needs, autism. It's a very I don't know the word for it. It's a very small, intimate program. They only have, I think, 12 students, and it's through one of our local hospitals. And so they'll give them like on the job training, different types of skills so that he can ultimately, after a year in this program, hopefully get employment. It'll probably be part-time, but he'll get some employment. So we're super excited for that because that will give him routine starting in August because he's pretty much following like the school calendar. So we're kind of counting that as college for him. So
Yep.
yeah, but we have some things in place that we're going to be working on with him so that we can, over time, start gradually getting him to be more independent. So,
Yes.
so it's just different, but we're super excited and they're excited to see this new chapter. And like I said, we're going to be, you guys are probably going to see a lot more of Andrew in the vlogs because when I travel, when he's not doing anything, he's probably going with me. So you'll probably see a lot more of him. Kitty Boo 2121 says, OMG, my first time catching a live since subscribing. Well, thank you and
Thank you.
welcome. We appreciate you tuning in. Alyssa's Adventures in Cruising, thank you so much for being here and being a channel member. We are doing very well. Kevin Murphy says, I have a Freestyle Libre that monitors my blood sugar. Yes, I believe that one is on the list, so you should qualify.
Kevin, I have the Freestyle Libre 3, so
Yeah.
if you can upgrade, I would try to because it's really cool. You don't have to use your phone to touch the device. Okay, maybe we're talking too technical.
But yeah, you definitely qualify. And like I said, the nice thing is you can upgrade to the premium. You don't do it at guest services, but on the app, after you get your basic Wi-Fi connected, I think last time we paid $14 for a 7-night cruise for the premium Wi-Fi. So Mrs. KJ Parks is going on first cruise Carnival Panorama. Received an offer to upgrade to Havana balcony. Wondering if it's worth it. Thank you. Well, we just got off Carnival Panorama. You will have a great time. If you did not check our vlogs on Carnival Panorama, be sure to check those out. I guess the upgrade offer depends on what they're charging you. Personally, if you have not checked out what a Havana balcony looks like, be very mindful that more than likely you're not going to have a straight, clear-cut view of the ocean. So the way these Havana balconies are set up, and I do highlight this on our Embarkation Day Panorama series, it's you have, your balcony door. There's this cabana area that has like a little couch, I think a chair, some ottomans, and then you walk out a little bit further, and that deck is actually kind of like a public deck. I mean, anybody, if you're in the Havana area, they can bypass your area, but there's no straight shot because there's like a wall there. So you don't get like that natural ocean breeze directly on your balcony. It's weird. Personally, I don't think I would do the Havana. But if the price is right, I'd say go for it. Just know that if you're thinking what an original or what a typical balcony looks like, the Havana balcony, it's beautiful, but you do not get that where you can just stand there and look over at the ocean. You're not going to have that. There's a barricade there.
And she can see the video?
Yep. Check it out. Sig the Solar Cruiser, welcome. Thank you so much for being a channel member. We appreciate you being here. Let's see. We have more watching on Facebook. Helen Douglas, hello from Georgia. What is your honest opinion of the Margaritaville cruises? Speaking of Margaritaville, first off, I do have a vlog on Margaritaville, Margaritaville Paradise. So my honest thought on Margaritaville, and I know you probably hear a lot of mixed reviews. I had no problem on Margaritaville. There were a couple little quirky things, but keep in mind, I went after they had like a major renovation. And so some of the things, if you saw some videos or clips of maybe some things not looking too clean or not looking, some of the furniture looking damaged, I went after
the refresh.
And I honestly had no issues. Now, the issues that I had, and I know you guys probably saw that they recently failed a ship inspection. And keep in mind, though, they failed it, not to say that it's not a big deal. But I want to say the passing number was 83 and they were at 82 or something along those lines. And it sounds like the worst of it was that they said something about like the pipes, like the water pipes, something with the water pipes in the medical center. And some of the food wasn't at temperature. But I personally had no issues. The biggest issue that I had was, yes, the water tasted nasty. And I mentioned that in the vlog. The water was disgusting. I'm talking of the filtered water in the buffet. The other issue I had was that the toilets, I felt, didn't have enough water to flush appropriately all the time. There was another one. There were three things that I kind of said, but it wasn't bad. So, but speaking of Margaritaville at
Hold
Sea,
on. Overall, what was your
overall, I would get back on them again. Like, I felt it was a fun cruise. Very similar if you've ever cruised Carnival. The vibe is very Carnival-like as far as the fun. There's a lot of music, a lot of entertainment that way. If you like music, I mean, Jimmy Buffett, that's what it's about. So if you like music, it's great. The shows were good. I thought overall the food that I had was good, especially in the main dining room. I didn't eat too much of the buffet, but the dining room was surprisingly, honestly, really good. Drinks were tasty. Like, no, I had no issue. So,
And hold on, didn't you just say that they offered you the what coffee of all your cruises?
oh yeah, they had the best paid specialty coffee out of all the cruises that I've been on. So, yeah, no concerns with Margaritaville at Sea. And we are in fact preparing in exactly 2 weeks. We will be on board Margaritaville at Sea Islander, which is their new ship. We were invited on board their media preview cruise, which is taking place June 11th through the 13th. And then we will be back on for their inaugural cruise June 14th through the 18th. So we're going to have a lot of Margaritaville at Sea Islander content coming. If you check out on our YouTube page, I already have a live stream scheduled. We're going live at 1:30 on the 11th and giving you guys a full ship tour. So a live ship tour. So be sure to go over to our page, turn that notification bell on. That way you can see what Margaritaville at Sea Islander is all about. So we're super excited to be invited to be the first to experience the ship. It's part of their family and friends sailing, the media preview cruise. And then, like I said, we'll be on the inaugural. So we're really excited for that. But yeah.
And we'll be doing that as a family, so we'll also be able to tell you how kid-friendly it is as well.
Yeah. Yep. So, and then in between, so this will be our first time. This will be our very first time cruising out of Tampa. So I'm excited to bring that content as far as the Port of Tampa Bay, what that's about, what it looks like, or what have you. But we are also hosted or sponsored through Busch Gardens. So Busch Gardens.
No, shut the front door. Really?
So, guy, you just never know who's watching. So the public relations director with Busch Gardens, ironically, watches our channel. And so I was on a cruise recently, and he was super excited to see me. And he shared who he was and this and that or what have you. So we're going to be in Tampa, and we're going to be bringing you guys some Busch Gardens content. So that'll be something different for our channel. We're really excited for that, but it's just kind of cool because you never know who's watching. And I thought it was pretty cool because, like, he knew me by name, he knew the family, so he clearly watches our channel. So I was like, wow, what are the odds of that? So we will be the in-between day, we will be at Busch Gardens. So stay tuned for that. Brittany says, can't wait to see the Margaritaville content. You guys do a really good job of reviewing ships for families. Thank you so much. And Tampa Bay was the easiest port. Our family, I've heard that Tampa Bay is pretty easy, so we're excited to give that a try. Isis, good evening from Tennessee. Welcome in. All right, let me go back over to YouTube. So yeah, so we have Carnival Firenze. I'm leaving tomorrow. Andrew and I are flying over to California. Guys, this is the third California trip in 6 months. So we were first over for Carnival Panorama. Then I came home for 2 days?
2 days.
Then I flew back with Dyson for a Lakers game. If you are a channel member, you have exclusive access to that vlog. I did not release that out to everyone, but if you're a channel member, go back and watch. Dyson and I are 48 hours in LA. It was jam-packed of stuff. And then now going back for Carnival Firenze. This is a 5-night cruise. We're going to Ensenada, Mexico, and Cabo San Lucas. Now, this isn't a whole family cruise, only because Dyson and Joe Marie, they still have a couple days left of school. And so
they have 1 day left.
Well, 1 day.
1/2 day left of school.
But they're going. All right, guys. You guys know I was an educator, administrator. You're not missing the last day of school. So if they would have ended today, they would have been on board with us. But I'm like, nope, you guys are going to miss it. Me and Drew are going to go. Because you're right, when we return, we have 5 days, and then we're headed to Tampa. So they'll be fine. So we're going to Ensenada, Mexico, and Cabo San Lucas. And we're doing something special because if you guys know Andrew, one of his things that he loves racing, he loves cars, he loves ATVs. We're going ATVing in both ports. So we're excited for that. So,
and that's going to be part of Andrew's birthday gift.
Yeah, his birthday gift. So
now, one thing that my wife glossed over is that every year she takes a cruise with each individual child. So it's mommy and me time.
Yeah, so it'll be me and Dyson for this. I mean, sorry, me and Andrew for Carnival Frenzy, and then in July I'll be taking a cruise with Joe Marie and also one with Dyson. So stay tuned for that. We have 7 cruises coming.
8 cruises within the next 90 days.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay. So it'll be a busy time. You guys will probably also notice that I'll start putting out more vlogs because I'm still kind of backlogged. I just started releasing my NCL Sky, which we're going to talk about here in a second. I just released part of NCL Sky. I still have MSC Magnifica to get out. And I also have Discovery Princess. And I'm trying to get some of these out before I start getting out Carnival Frenzy as well as Margaritaville at Sea Islander. But Margaritaville at Sea Islander is going to be coming out as soon as I can because we're on the first season, so we have to get that content out. So, but Chris Valero, welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate it. Denisha Austin, welcome in. Carmen Tate says, good evening from Cincinnati. Well, welcome in, neighbor.
Yes.
Edna's World, hi, how are you? Super excited, guys. Edna's World, and I'm only saying this because she's already announced it, will be on Margaritaville at Sea Islander as well. So be sure to go over and follow Edna's World because she's going to have some content on board Margaritaville at Sea Islander as well. Same thing. No. Let me not say that yet. Trouble Vibes with Angel, welcome in. We appreciate you tuning in. She's speaking to everyone in the chat. Let's see. I'm scrolling through these comments. Let's see here. People are just speaking. Kevin Murphy says, that's awesome. Congratulations. Thank you so much. Nick, welcome in. Nick and Dunn, thank you for being here. Says hello to our 2 favorite people. We are on board the Celebrity Reflection. I hope you guys are having a good time.
Yes.
And you guys are doing a lot of cruising too. So curious to hear how you guys like Celebrity Reflection. I have quite a few clients cruising on that ship soon. And I might be on it by the end of the year. We'll see. Let's see. Jonathan says, are we allowed to mention your forthcoming cruise somewhere east? It's for channel members. So today, I kind of alluded to a very, very special bucket list cruise that is coming to. First off, Jonathan, thank you for asking. But I alluded to in a video about having a very special bucket list cruise coming here soon. I alluded to it, but today I released to our Platinum and Diamond channel members what the itinerary is for this special cruise. It will be a solo cruise, but it's coming soon. So if you're a channel member, you guys, if you're a Diamond Platinum channel member, you guys got some inside scoop today.
So didn't you have a bucket list cruise last year?
I did.
How many bucket list cruises can one have?
They're all bucket lists. And if it's not out of the Caribbean, for me, it's a bucket list because we do a lot of Caribbean. So D. Samuel says, good evening, everyone. Thank you for being here, D. Samuels. We appreciate it. And guys, if you wouldn't mind hitting that like button for us, as I mentioned before, we're on the road to 20K. You guys liking our videos, sharing them out, leaving comments, it really puts us in a better place in the algorithm, which pushes our videos out to more people. And then we get more subscribers, and we really do. We want to see our channel continue to grow. We have a lot of content coming. We have some new things coming too that we're going to be sharing. Looks like BJ has become a member. Thank you so much, BJ. BJ, I think you were already a member. Maybe you upgraded.
Well, thank you.
But we thank you so much for being a channel member. But speaking of Sky, NCL Sky, if you guys did not catch my NCL Sky vlog that I released yesterday, I decided to release it on the holiday because I figured people were home watching. What are your thoughts on that? that vlog? Now, if you guys don't know, NCL Sky, that was my very first repositioning cruise I took last month. I flew into Punta Cana, Dominican Republic, and caught the cruise from La Romana, Dominican Republic, back to Miami. It was a 3-day cruise. And guys, when I tell you that by the end of day 1, I was ready to go home.
Because you missed us?
Because I missed you guys. I always miss you guys. I was ready to go home. It's very different. Now, I cruised Norwegian. Keep in mind, this was my 51st cruise, but only my second time on Norwegian. And my very first time on Norwegian was Norwegian Prima, which was amazing. But in hindsight, I started thinking about it. So the Norwegian Prima, I was invited on. My brother and I, we went on the Galveston, because they had multiple inaugural cruises when it was released. We were invited on board for the Galveston trip. And so my older brother went with me. And I was like, well, did I like that cruise? I loved the food on that cruise. I love the Donna Summer musical on that cruise. And I love the, oh my gosh, what is the Havana area? Oh my gosh. Whatever the exclusive area is on NCL. Havana? Is it Havana area? Whatever it was, we had access to that. So we like lounged and we ate and drank the whole cruise. So in hindsight, I don't even know if I really love Norwegian Prima. But long story short is Norwegian has this, it's called freestyle cruising. If you guys follow our vlogs, you guys know we like to do a lot of activities. I try to get to as many of the activities on board, as many of the things happening to highlight those. And we also enjoy we enjoy doing those things. NCL is just not like that. It's freestyle. So like you don't have to make dinner reservations. You just show up when you want to eat. They don't have a whole lot planned each day. And they don't like make announcements telling people, like getting people wanting to go to different things. Guys, literally the sail away party, there might have been 8 or 9 people out there. And that was because they begged them to come out there. There was a deck party in the evening. No one was out there dancing. And this was like a deck party that was announced on the freestyle agenda, whatever it's called. People just were not, it was like a ghost town. I went to go listen to live music. There were a couple people there. It was just a different vibe. And I'm not saying NCL is not a bad cruise line or cruise. I don't know if it's for me. I'm going to have to give them one more try, which I'll do. I say 3 strikes and I'm done. I'm going to give them one more try because I don't know whether it was the repositioning. People were just tired. It just was not enough activities for me. I did a lot of work on the sailing and not a whole lot. There's not a whole lot to the vlogs. I mean, now I did go to Puerto Plata, which was amazing. I had a shore excursion. But other than that, there was nothing on the ship that really stood out to me. So I don't know if you guys have experienced that on NCL. But I can tell you this. I know it works for some people. Some people it'll work for if you just want to relax and not have anyone bother you, no cruise director trying to get you to do this and that, or it would be great. But I kind of like the activities and the being able to people watch, people out there dancing and having fun. It just wasn't happening. So check that vlog out if you have not already.
Have I been on NCL?
Yes, you did NCL when you did your Beach Boys cruise.
The one that you don't have footage of.
That you didn't get footage of.
We'll talk about that offline.
Kitty Boo says, does the Havana upgrade entitle you to access to some other area in the cruise ship? I can't remember. Yes. And I actually toured that. So if you watch my Carnival Panorama Embarkation, I think towards the end, I show the whole Havana area. So you have access to its smaller pool and 2 jacuzzis, and there's a nice like little lounge area. There's also a bar. So they'll give you a wristband or a key card that will allow you to go in and out from your cabin to that area. Now there's also the Havana bar and lounge that is open to anyone. So when they first released the Havana area, it was only if you were Havana could you even access that. Now anyone can go there. They just can't go to the little pool and the 2 jacuzzis. If you like an exclusive, not having as many people in the pool or having, a whole lot of people when you're lounging out in the sun, then absolutely upgrade. But otherwise, I personally wouldn't unless the price was right, but you do have that exclusive area. Alicia Johnson says, hello, Miss Family. Thank you so much for being patient and helping me plan my family cruise for March. Thank you, Alicia, for booking through us. We definitely appreciate it. And being patient, you were fast. I mean, yeah, you were an awesome client. We appreciate it. And guys, if you are looking to book a cruise, definitely feel free to reach out. I'd love to help you guys. Together We Travel, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Carmelin says, hey, RacQuelle and Mr. Ron. I've been enjoying your vlogs. Question, what was the reason you said NCL wasn't a favorite on this last vlog? I just mentioned that. The freestyle is just not for me. I like to have
structure.
I like to have a list of activities of everything that's happening. And it's not just kind of like a lot of it was, they had like little game shows, but nothing was like well attended. You guys will see this in the vlogs. Like I can't make it up that there's a band playing and there's 4 people sitting here listening to them. Or that the Caribbean band is out there for a deck party at 9:30 at night and there's no one there. It was just strange.
Ship was nice though.
The ship was nice. Yeah, the ship for its age was really nice. I didn't have any issues with the ship. The food was decent. It was not Norwegian Prima at all. The food was decent. Service was great. Isa says, I love all from Facebook, says, I love all your cruise vlogs. My family and I were watching when I think I heard Ron said he has relatives in Louisiana.
Yes, and in Texas too.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So, Texas. And Louisiana or New Orleans is my favorite spot. So, my favorite city. Keisha says, hi, can't wait to book my Disney with you. I've been waiting to hear feedback with Disney Cruise. Yeah, definitely reach out when you're ready to get booked. I'd love to help you. Let's see. Floisha says hello from Ohio. Welcome in, neighbor.
Yes.
And then Kimberly says, hey from Detroit. Love you guys. Thank you so much. Kimberly, we definitely appreciate that. All right, back to YouTube. And guys, if you have questions, feel free to drop those in the chat. But yeah, NCL, I'll give him one more shot. And I think after, if it doesn't, I don't know if it's for me. And guys, that's okay. That's the thing about cruising, is you're gonna find something that works for you and it may not work for others. Like, I like how hype Carnival is. I like the people that cruise on Carnival. I like that environment. I love seeing families, first-time cruisers, because Carnival attracts a lot of first-time cruisers. I love seeing that. So when I'm on a cruise ship and I'm not really able to not that I'm a people person, but
not at all.
when I'm not able to really engage or even people watch or anything, it's just kind of like, yeah, I'll give it another try though.
I don't think they understand the background of who you are. Before we started cruising, when we went on land vacations, everything was planned from 700 all the way till 8 o'clock. She is notorious for having rigor and plans all the time. And this was the void of that. So I can understand why you were having some issues.
Yeah, and they also, like on the app, they only released the activities, which weren't many. They only released the activities like in 6-hour time slots. So when you get up in the morning, they might have the 6 a.m. to 12 o'clock available. Mm-hmm. Then you have to wait till like 10 or 11 o'clock to figure out what you're going to do between 12 and 6. It's so weird. They do give you the paper printout in your room. Mm-hmm. But I'm the type, like on Carnival, literally, guys, when we're sitting in a buffet, after you guys see us eating in the vlogs, we're sitting there for like a half hour and I'm going through every day of the cruise. Mm-hmm. And I'm hearting. You guys know what I'm talking about when I say hearting. I'm hearting everything that I want to try to get to. Mm-hmm. I like being able to plan and figure out what my cruise is going to look like, rather than you're giving it to me a couple hours before. That just doesn't work. But
now, some of our family members consider RacQuelle's style of traveling, what's the term the youngest used? Forced fun.
It's not forced fun, because I am not the type. Now, there are times when I do want to cruise just to relax. And there's going to come a time where I'm going to go on a cruise and I'm not going to vlog it. You guys aren't even going to know I'm on a cruise ship. So I enjoy that. But I also like to, I'm the type, I go on vacation, and you guys probably see shorts and reels about this all the time, where you have friends that vacation. Their idea of vacation is lounging at the pool, reading a book, whereas the other one has like a list of activities. I'm that person with a list of activities, because I don't want to spend my money to come and just sit and doing what I do every day at home. I don't do that every day at home because I work hard. I work hard, guys. You guys don't have no clue. Like, I'm literally in my computer all day long. But you get what I'm saying. Like, I can sit on my couch and relax. I can go out in my backyard and relax. I don't need to go on a cruise ship to do that. I want to see what's going on. But he's the opposite. So that's why he's saying that. Let's see. Kevin says, I love you guys' honesty about the things that are good and bad. Yeah. And always remember, guys, what I say is good and bad, that's based on our own opinion, our thoughts. So I might say something is bad, somebody else is going to love it. So I always say, try it for yourself. Mm-hmm. I will always give my honest thoughts, whether it's something that was sponsored or not. I'm going to always give the honest thought on it. But remember, try it for yourself first, because my taste buds are different than yours. What I like as far as entertainment may be different from you. So, but no, we try to keep it honest. Welcome in, Curtis. Thank you for being here from Texas. We appreciate it.
Yes.
Sharon, hey, from Norfolk, Virginia. Welcome in, welcome in. Brian E. Martin, thank you for being here. Kelly Angel Tony, welcome in. We have a lot of people here tonight. If you guys can make sure you hit that like button first, we'd appreciate it. Phil and D said, we'd love to see Ron on a roller coaster. Me too.
Yeah.
Me too. I don't do roller coasters, so we'll see.
You'll see it. At
Lisa's Adventures of Cruising. Wow, hope to be able to say hello when you're in Tampa. That's right, you are in Tampa. Okay, well, we'll be there. We'll see. Yeah, that would be cool. Miva says, good evening, y'all. Welcome in, and thank you so much for being here. Marta says, can't wait for you to share info on Busch Gardens. Ready, set, go, summer fun. Yeah, we're excited for that. Aaron says, I'm in Ohio also. I love to cruise, but the flights are what limit me. Yeah, flights. If you guys saw my short the other day, I went to the airport and got Spirit flights for our July 4th cruise. And
how much did you spend?
I spent $80 total one way. The way I phrased the video was, I forgot, 33-cent fare. It was like 33-cent fare, but the taxes, just by going to the airport, save money. But Spirit one way, yeah, didn't add on any bags or seats, but that's how we travel.
Who was the guy from Ohio?
It's Aaron.
Aaron, try different locations.
Aaron, yes.
We fly out of Cincinnati. We'll fly out of Cleveland. I think, what did we fly out of West Virginia or before?
Yeah, we tend to just go out of usually Columbus because we've been finding good deals out of Columbus. But if we have to, we'll go to Cincinnati or Cleveland. We've gone to Detroit once because everything's like 2.5 hours away from us where we live. So, journey of it all. Thank you for becoming a channel member. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Let's see. We have 121 of you guys watching. We definitely appreciate you guys. We have some over there on Facebook. So thank you guys for tuning in tonight. We definitely appreciate it. Let's see. Diane says on Facebook, she says, do you think you'll ever do a group cruise leaving from Manhattan, New York? Maybe.
Didn't you and Dyson sail out of New York?
We did. We sailed on the U.S. inaugural for Carnival Venecia last June. So yeah, I definitely want to cruise out of Manhattan again. My issue with Manhattan, though, unless you're going to Bermuda or Canada, like if you're trying to get to the Caribbean or anything like that, you're going to be cruising for a lot of days. So not a huge fan of that, but we might do something going to Bermuda because I definitely want to get back to Bermuda. Jen from Alberta, Canada, I love your page. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. But speaking of group cruises, guys, let me just announce these again because I get questions all the time about some of the group cruises / sail with us cruises that we have coming up. So MSC Seashore, July 4th through the 7th. That is our MH Family official group cruise.
That's this year. Right?
That's this year. That's in like a month. We have 147 people joining us. Crazy. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be fun. And we have about 60% of them are brand new cruisers, like have never, ever cruised. So I love that because the educator in me is like, I want to help teach you how to cruise and do this and that. So I'm really excited for that. So 147 on this cruise. There are still a couple of cabins left, but not within our group. If you want to be on board with us and join in for some of our activities and things, if you allow me to book you on MSC Seashore, you can join us for all of those things. So July 4th through the 7th, going to Nassau and Ocean Cay. It's going to be a great time. Another sail, I'm calling this like a sail with me because we'll be on board, but we're not calling it an official group cruise because there won't be group activities. But Sun Princess. So Sun Princess is Princess Cruises' newest ship. It's coming to the U.S. October 14th through the 19th. Now, we will be on board for the media cruise right before that, I think October 11th through the 14th or something like that. But we're going to remain on for the U.S. inaugural, October 14th through the 19th. We already have 18 cabins of people that are going to be on board as well. We will probably have a meetup of some sort, but it's not an official group cruise. But if you want to get on board, there are a few cabins left. If you see any of my flyers out there with pricing, the pricing has changed because there's only a few cabins left. But if you are interested, reach out to me. I can get you booked.
Now, why are you doing this cruise? What's so special about this cruise?
I love Princess Cruises.
No, but there's something unique about this particular ship. Isn't it the one that's...
Oh, it's supposed to be more. So Princess is trying to tune into some of their families. So we're curious to see what Sun Princess is going to be like for families. So I've cruised 4 Princess ships recently, and I love Princess.
But we're going to have the 3 kids.
This will be the first time with the kids, so it'll be interesting to see how family friendly it is. So we're excited for that. But
our kids are going to test it out.
Yeah. So, but if you want to be on board with us, feel free, reach out. I'd love to. I think my information's scrolling there. But yeah, I think we have 18 cabins for that. And then we have an official group cruise next summer. We have 2 actually. Quantum of the Seas, going to Alaska, June 9th through the 16th. Right now, this is probably going to be a small group cruise, and I understand it because pricing is Alaska's expensive. We have, I think, 5 cabins right now booked, so a very small group. But if you want to go to Alaska, definitely join us. We'd love to have you.
And it's sailing out of Seattle or San Francisco?
Out of Seattle.
Okay.
It's going out. I can't remember the ports off the top of my head right now, but it's going out of Seattle. No passport needed.
Yes.
And then we have another group cruise for next July. Carnival Conquest. Now, I've been on Carnival Conquest 3 times already. The only reason we're on this Carnival Conquest again is because Carnival has its new, I keep saying private island, but it's a private destination, Celebration Key, that is going to be opening on July 18th of next year. We're going to be on Carnival Conquest July 18th for the first sailing going to Celebration Key. And then we thought, like in my mind, I think it's going to take more than one visit to really vlog and get the information and share the content out. So we decided we're going to do a back-to-back. And the back-to-back portion is our group cruise. So Carnival Conquest, July 21st or the 25th. I think I just recently shared out information on that. And we have 28, about to be 29 cabins booked on that already. So guys, it's getting crazy. So if you want to join us, right now I have 40 cabins reserved. And I just booked the 28th and I have a 29th in queue. So.
And none of these cruises are bucket list cruises.
No, Carnival Conquest is not a,
okay.
It's not a bucket list, but,
trying to understand.
But I mean, going to Celebration Key, it's good, guys. That's going to be an amazing private destination. I keep saying private island. It's not an island. So yeah, Carnival Conquest, join us if you like. And also let me just say this, because I've had a couple people to book Carnival Conquest. If you, and I hate doing this, but if you don't book with our group, then unfortunately any group perks that we have, any group outings that we have, you unfortunately would not be part of that. So if you want to be part of anything that we have planned for that sailing, getting a group t-shirt, any perks that we're going to give, you would need to be part of our group or book through us. And then the last one that I have, now guys, we have a lot of other cruises in between, but these are just ones that I have some really good deals on that I figured, hey, if I'm going to be on board, maybe somebody else would want to join me. I have Star Princess. Right now, I think we have 8 cabins booked. Star Princess for November 10th through the 15th. That is going to be Princess Cruises' next new ship. It'll be over in the U.S. The U.S. inaugural is November 10th of 2025. And we have, I think, 8 cabins so far for that one, maybe 8 or 9.
Now, on the Quantum of the Seas, June 9th through the 16th, is that going to be like a combination birthday and Father's Day cruise for me, or is that just a Father's Day cruise? Or did you even think about
your birthday's before that. We'll figure it out then.
But what about the Father's Day?
Yeah, we'll do something for Father's Day.
Oh, okay.
But you're not my daddy, so.
We're going to have to talk offline.
Shannon says, oh, welcome in, Candace. She says, hey, friend, love Mahogany from Facebook. Thanks for being here. Hope you're enjoying my favorite city, New Orleans. Hope you found something good to eat. Shannon says, how much is the deposit for the Conquest Group Cruise? So the deposit ranges between $50 to $75, depending on when you book. I don't do, if you've ever seen some people do group cruises, they'll say $25 for Carnival. The way Carnival does groups, you really need to do your full deposit in order to get your cabin. So I'm only accepting full deposits, which are standard $50 to $75 per person. And so it just depends on when you book. Right now, there's $50 per person. Some days, if the promotion changes, it's $75. So yeah, so $50 to $75 per person. Diane says, I would love to join you, but the airfare is outrageous. Yeah, it can be. It can be. Shannon says, excited for the group cruise in July. Well, we're excited to meet you guys. Yeah, it's going to be a great time. Richie says, hello, my new favorite travel folks. Love the YouTube videos. I'm going on my 23rd cruise in July. Amazing. That's awesome. First time doing West Coast. Panorama, Mexican Riviera. You're gonna have a great time. We love Panorama.
Yes.
Yeah, check our vlogs out if you haven't already. We love Panorama. I'll be very honest though. I don't think I have to go back to the Mexican Riviera.
Yeah.
I don't think I have to.
Mm.
There are, I think, Puerto March, I think I said I'd like to go, maybe just stay for a couple of days. But I don't.
And California was expensive.
Very expensive. Like Drew and I are flying out there tomorrow. Thank goodness for Marriott Travel Agent hotel rates. Because my goodness. So we're gonna be staying in Long Beach.
We paid $8 for a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
One cup of coffee.
Basic coffee, not even like a macchiato or anything like that. Yeah, no. So yeah, I'll be back in California tomorrow if you're just tuning in. Let's see who else is here. Kevin says, oh, hold on, we have a few other people here that popped in. Hold on, think they keep scrolling. Let's see. Hold on. Sorry, guys. It's like it starts scrolling on its own.
So my bucket list cruise, in case anyone was asking, is I'd like to go to Iceland. That's something I would really like.
That's expensive. He wants to go to Iceland, Antarctica, and all that, but whew, guys, those cruises are expensive. We'll see one day. It'll happen. It'll happen.
I know it won't happen for Father's Day since I'm your father.
You're not my daddy. Mima says, I bumped into you at Costa Maya. Yes, I recall. Can't wait for Busch Gardens content. Thank you. Thank you. Jay Major says, hey, y'all. Now, is that my nephew or is that my sister? Let's see. Well, welcome in. Journey of It All says, hello from Las Vegas. I really have been enjoying your channel. Well, thank you so much. We really do appreciate it. And BJ did upgrade to Diamond VIP. Happy says, love your content. Thank you so much. Alyssa says, laugh out loud. All of your bucket lists are growing. They are. If it's outside of the Caribbean, it's a bucket list and it's going to happen. On the Go with Yellow says, RacQuelle said, and did. Yep. Kelly Angel says, this is crazy. That is crazy how you had to pay $20 to board the ship. Yeah, that threw me off. Like, I had no clue. And if you guys know Parker's on the Go, they were also on board and they had no clue either. So, yeah, that could be a big deal, especially family of 5. Let's say, guys, and some people cruise and travel and don't have a lot of money. Imagine being a family of 5 or 6 and not having a lot of wiggle room, and you get to the port.
You'll have to explain it, because what do you mean?
Yeah, so they charge. So if you guys didn't catch the NCL vlog series, and I don't know if this is the case for all repositioning cruises, but they charged, because we were leaving the Dominican Republic, returning to the US, they charge a $20 tax per person that you had to pay when you checked in for your cruise. Now, that was not included on any NCL documents. As a travel advisor, I had no clue about it. Mm-hmm. It was really caught off guard. I mean, had $20, but I could imagine if you really didn't have the money, because a lot of people do cruise and don't have any money. They spend all their money on the drink package or whatever. Getting there with a large family and having to kick out cash right then. So yeah, I'll have to research more because I am going to do another repositioning cruise. I'll have to see if that's the case for all ports or if it was just for the Dominican Republic. I still don't know, but yeah, that was crazy. Journey of It All, welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. HB5 says, hello, just started following your family. Enjoyed your videos. Congratulations to Andrew. Thank you so much. We really do appreciate all the support, guys. So that silly party didn't seem much fun on the Prima. Yeah, and honestly, I thought I had a good time on Prima until I started really reflecting. And I'm like, you know, I was a little tipsy on the Prima. Yeah, my brother, he's this is my older brother who lives in Africa, who we're trying to visit later this year. Yeah, we had quite a few fruit punches. So I think between
liquid lunches.
Yeah, so I don't know if I really enjoyed Prima. And I didn't vlog that shit as much as I should have. So you probably didn't see a lot of that. But we ate good because that what is it called? The food hall there? Oh my gosh. Food was so good. Was not the same case on NCL Sky at all.
Lou didn't understand that it was free, and he said, "Oh, this is free."
Yeah, so I was invited on for that, and in fact, I think it was my first cruise invite, and at the time, Ron couldn't go. I didn't have anyone else with us. My brother, I said, "Hey, you want to go with me? It's free." So we were eating I think once we got on, we went to the food hall and the waiter came by to take drinks. And he was about to, and he hasn't cruised in years, so he was about to take out his wallet to pay. I'm like, what are you doing? And he's like, I got to pay for the drinks. I said, well, first off, you don't take out your credit card on a cruise ship. It's linked to the cabin. I said, but we don't have to pay for anything. And he was like, what? I said, I told you it was free. And he was like, you didn't say it was free. So free turned and said, can I have 3 or 4 of these? Just keep them coming. But it was amazing. Um, let's see. On the go, Yellow says, on the bucket list scratch offs. I have 3 coming up this summer. Ooh, that sounds good. So excited. Awesome. Well, you have a good time. I can't wait to see some of that content. Just Kai TV, welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really do appreciate it. Skylar says, any plans to cruise on Carnival Jubilee? Yes, at some point. I'm not rushed to get on Jubilee because I was on Carnival Celebration and Carnival Mardi Gras, and it's pretty much the same thing. The flights to Texas are expensive. So that's what kind of held us back. We were booked on the inaugural for Jubilee, and then we wind up changing it. I don't even know what we changed it to, but we changed it because the flights at the time were running like $500 round trip per person. That's a lot for a family of 5 to go to Texas. So we couldn't do it. But yeah, I will be on Jubilee at some point. I can't promise that it'll be this year or even next year, but some point. Sig says, I wonder if it was because, did I welcome you on, Sig? I can't remember, but welcome in, Sig, the solo cruiser. Appreciate you being here. And thanks for being a channel member. Says, I wonder if it was because it was a repositioning cruise. Yeah, that's what I don't know. I don't know if it's repositioning, if that happens every time you reposition from any country, or if it was just there. I'll have to find out. She says, yeah, I would have loved it on a different cruise line, though. Yeah. Carmelin says, you were a good sport for getting up to dance. Yeah, I felt so bad. Like, they were like literally coming over trying to pull people in, and people just weren't feeling it. I don't know. Alan Family Adventures, welcome in. Thank you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a channel member. Really do appreciate it. Curtis says, yeah, where's that Beach Boys vlog? You're not gonna let that go. Guys, I don't know. And it's something with the Android to iPhone. If you guys don't know, like Ron's the only one in the house with an Android. Everyone else in the house has iPhone. So like when he tried to send me the little tiny clips that he got from that whole cruise, they just don't. I can't edit from his phone. It just doesn't come across right. So I don't know. So I'll have to do a do-over.
I might be making a switch to an Apple phone.
Yes. Kevin says, going on Carnival Celebration in December with my family and some of my military brothers. What did you like about the celebration?
We liked it all.
I think we liked it all for Celebration. We've been on Celebration twice. No issues. Yeah. I love the food. Shebang is kind of hit or miss sometimes. What I didn't like about Celebration was the major shows that take place in the central, I forgot what they call it, the little central area. There's a lot of blind spots if you're on deck 7 and 8, I think it is. I think 7 and 8. So you have to get there early, and the shows are really good, but it's hard to get a spot. That was probably the only thing that I had, but no, I love Celebration. People are speaking to Out in the Family Adventures. Parker's on the go. Welcome in. Thank you guys for being here. So say, fam, sir, we are late. Yeah, guys, be sure to check out their NCL Sky series as well. I think their experience was kind of on par with mine. So be sure to check them out as well. Felicia Holmes says, any suggestions for first-time cruisers on a girls' trip? I don't know.
You guys did girls' trip to New Orleans?
Yeah, we did a girls' trip from New Orleans. I love New Orleans, guys. And I used to go to Essence every year, and it just hasn't been good, so I haven't gone. So I haven't been in New Orleans in 2 years? It's time to get back. But I don't know of any tips that I haven't shared before. I don't know. Any tips for a girls' trip? I mean, I would say, just kind of take it, especially if you're a first-time cruiser, don't get overwhelmed with everything that's going on. Like, I know I just talked about how I got to have all these activities, but I'm also a veteran cruiser. David Ruffin's scratching. Sorry, it's our dog, David Ruffin. I would say try not to feel like you have to do everything because it can be overwhelming. I I would say budget wise, something that we did our very first cruise as girls, because it was my sisters and my sister's friend. We went on our very first cruise in 2019 on Carnival Sensation. What we did to budget at the time is we purchased cruise cash on Carnival. So we had, I think, about a year to plan for our trip, and money just wasn't as good then as as it is now. So we really had to budget for things. And so the way we budgeted, and we didn't buy drink packages or whatever, is we would, like, every payday, we would put $25 on cruise cash. And so by the time we got on the ship, like, I had several $100s to spend on the cruise. Because that first cruise, you want to drink, you want to buy souvenirs, you want to do this and that. So maybe if that's your case, if you have to budget, because some people don't have to. That was just something that we did for our girls' cruise. I don't know. Just take it all in. Don't feel like you have to do everything. Don't miss the sail away party, especially if you're on Carnival.
For value, would it be find a cruise that has the drinks included already?
That's really just, I mean, NCL, and I can't. I mean, for a first time girls cruise, I don't think you're trying to go to relax.
Mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't say NCL. MSC, I wouldn't recommend necessarily for a group for first time cruisers, although we like MSC. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. If anybody has any tips, drop those in the comments. JM Major says, "Hey, Parker's on the go," and that's this. I think this is my sister. Lima's Pampered Kitchen says, "We are going on the Magic in August. My sister, 7-year-old nephew, and I will have a great time. We love Magic. We love Magic." She says, "Yes, I don't think those time slots for activities. I prefer the app. I mark my favorites at the beginning of the cruise." Yep. Oh, it is Cheryl. She says she's under her son's account. I thought you were getting your own account. Let's see here. I'm going back to Facebook. It says, "I can't wait to get your insider scoop on the new Margaritaville Islander." Yes, and if you guys are just tuning in, I will. Well, I won't. We will be on board for the media cruise for Margaritaville at Sea Islander in exactly 2 weeks. I've already scheduled a live stream on our YouTube channel for 1:30 p.m. on the 11th. We're going to take you guys all around the ship.
That's
Eastern Standard Time. We're going to take you guys all around the ship. So we were invited as part of the media event, the Family and Friends Cruise, they're calling it. And then we will be off one day, and we're sponsored by Busch Gardens. We're going to be spending the whole day in Busch Gardens, showing you guys some things in Busch Gardens. And then we're back on Margaritaville at Sea Islander for the inaugural cruise. So we're going to have a lot of Islander content. We'll be going live a few times during, so make sure you're subscribed and turn that notification bell on. Now, if you're watching from Facebook, more than likely we won't go live on Facebook. But we will go live on YouTube, so make sure you're subscribed. Amanda says, "Just can't wait for the July trip." Yes, you're on our group cruise, so we can't wait to meet you guys. Welcome in, Anthony Turner. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Richie says, "I think I'd struggle with fake Kindle Fire for a week, but Jubilee looks amazingly beautiful." I've heard mixed reviews on Kindle. I don't know. I've never cruised with her, but I've heard mixed reviews. Is there anything else that we wanted to talk about? I think that was about it. Just gonna go through this chat. We didn't really have anything for tonight. I was like, "Oh, I'll just get on and chat." I will be going live on, what's today? Tuesday. Thursday, I'll be going live from Carnival Firenze. So make sure you have the notification bell on. I'll kind of just do a ship walkthrough, and I will be live at some point. Ange Sanders, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Tammy Scott says, "Hello, guys from Texas. Congratulations on all your blessings. More to come. You guys are awesome." Thank you so much. Says, "Ron, you hang in there. Your couple cruise is coming." We got to find something. Yeah, we do.
And thank you for all of the Texas folks. I did 18 years in Houston, so I feel like I am an honorary Texan at times.
Phil and D says, "D might enjoy Norwegian, but I'm like you, RacQuelle. I'm a planner." Yeah, I like the activities. It's just, yeah. Travel, yes. Usi? Am I saying that right? "I agree that you guys don't gaslight like a lot of people. If the video is just all kissing up for comps, I avoid those channels." Yeah, we don't. And guys, we are fortunate and very thankful that we have some things that are starting to be sponsored or comped or hosted. And some companies reaching out, like I mentioned, Busch Gardens. Ironically enough, the public relations director for Busch Gardens watches us. So it just, I mean, it's amazing. But we will never gaslight. If I get to the point, we've talked about this, if I get to the point of we were sponsored for something and I can't express my true feelings, or if it was just terrible, I will turn around and give them a refund. Like, "Here, I'll pay for whatever it was that you originally sponsored because I just can't. That's just kind of how I operate. I just can't. Mika, welcome in. Thank you for being here. And these comments, it's like you start scrolling and they keep going. Let's see here. Miss Bree Bristol, welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks for being a channel member. Alina, welcome in as well. See life with us, all these channel members in the house. We appreciate it. Felicia Holmes says, so excited for the group cruise. Yes, we're excited to meet you as well. We have a lot of people on our group cruise going to be that are here in the chat, so we appreciate it. Any word on Park 19 opening fully on Sun Princess? I am not aware. I am not aware yet. I know they've had some quirks with getting things fully up and running for Sun Princess. I don't know. I haven't even been staying updated on that. So I don't know. Hopefully we'll see. Dwayne says, hi, Image Fam. Are you going on the first cruise to Celebration Key? Yes, I am. It looks like Vista will be there the day before Conquest. I thought Conquest was going to be first. As far as I know, Conquest was first, unless they changed Vista's itinerary. I wondered if that would happen. Let me write that down to look into. Because if that's the case, we have not been on Vista yet. So as long as it doesn't overlap with our group cruise, we might be swapping out and going to Vista. As far as I know, Carnival Conquest was the first. So if Vista is, that's because they changed the itinerary. I was wondering because a lot of the itineraries that would normally have Half Moon Cay or Princess Cay, now they have Celebration Key. So I started thinking, well, what if they start changing those itineraries? Instead of going to Half Moon Cay, we're going to go to Celebration Key. So thank you for that information. I'm going to research that as soon as I get off here, because we want to be on the first one going. But if it does affect our group cruise, then we'll just stay on Conquest. But yeah, as far as I know, Conquest is the first one. Speaking of Carnival Vista, M. Rosser says currently on Carnival Vista and having a great time. Glad to hear that. Glad to hear that. Matthew says, hello, what's your best cruise ship? To date, the best cruise ship that I've been on was Celebrity Ascent. So that still holds the title of best cruise ship for me.
No, you got categories. That was the best for you. But what about family? What about?
Okay, what is it?
Oh, I don't have that information.
Because he doesn't even know the names of the ships we get on. The best cruise ship for the family that I think the kids would say, I think they would say Carnival Celebration.
Mm-hmm. I'm looking forward to the Princess. I want to see what they do.
Yeah, I think that the kids would say Carnival Celebration. Let's see here. Matthew says, hello, what's your, oh, I've already read that one. I finally got good fares from Spirit, $42 per person. I was so happy. Congratulations. We love Spirit, guys. I don't care what anyone says. I'm flying Spirit tomorrow, going to LA. And I think total for me and Andrew with carry-on bags, because we both have a carry-on bag. We didn't do the takeoff luggage for this one because it's really 6 days. It was under 150. So can't beat it. Going all the way to California. Queen Gemini says the June 9th cruise, that's my birthday, and I've been wanting to go to Alaska. Well, reach out. Reach out. I'd love to help you.
And she's a Gemini.
Mm-hmm. Amanda Gibson says, oh, Lori says, Conquest was our first cruise back in April. Love the ship. Yeah, Carnival Conquest gets a bad rap because if you guys do a search on Carnival for the cheapest cruise, Carnival Conquest, Carnival Sunrise are the two that pop up. So it gets kind of a bad rap for being a cruise that, people that, want to have a good time. It is a little bit rowdier than some of the other cruises, but not in a bad way. Like I've enjoyed Carnival Conquest. I was on with with Jo Marie in December. The only issue I had was that we did have a lot of kids running down. It was the first time on a low deck. They were just running all night back and forth on deck 2, I think it was. But we got literally the last cabin on the ship because we had a cancellation. And yeah. But I love Carnival Conquest. No issue with that. Sunrise as well. Amanda Gibson says, tips for a girls trip. Thank you. She says you can always plan colored outfits, maybe bar crawl to learn each space, do a small gift exchange with your group, put things on your door for fun to laugh. We did all of that on our last trip. Great tips. Thank you so much for sharing those. And welcome in Raymond from Facebook. We appreciate it. So guys, we have 128 still watching. We appreciate it. If you guys can get our likes up, we definitely appreciate all the support. Yes. All right, we're going to do a few more minutes because I do have to finish packing getting things in order so we can leave tomorrow. Yeah, so it's gonna be. We have a lot of stuff happening.
Did you buy groceries for when you're going?
No, I did not buy groceries.
Okay.
That's why we do click lists. Let's see. Thank you, Amelia. I appreciate it. Says the hotels in the air are not that great for panorama. However, the ship is my favorite so far. So much to do on board. I agree. Yeah, panorama is very nice. Um, Michelle from Nevada says, first time catching a live. Love your vlogs. Well, thank you so much. Talisha, do you know what the bubbles package on Carnival, if that includes milkshakes or specialty drinks? We're traveling on the Carnival celebration. I'd like to buy for our kids. The bubbles package is strictly soda. That's it. And it's not canned soda. Sometimes you can get a bartender that might give you a canned soda, but it's usually them pouring it in a glass for you. Or if they have Celebration has the machines where you can put your cup under if you have it, if it works, because it doesn't always work. But it's strictly soda, no milkshakes, nothing else, just soda. Now they do need to add a package that includes that, kind of like how Royal Caribbean does, but the bubbles is strictly bubbles, just soda. Not even water. You can't even get water with that.
We didn't like the idea that our kids had to go to the bar for the
Yeah.
bubbles package.
Yeah, we don't tend to get like the bubbles package for the kids because of that. And we don't drink a lot of soda anyways. But the couple times that we thought about getting it for like longer cruises, we didn't care for it because they would always have to. A lot of the ships don't have the kiosks where you can just refill your cup. You have to go to a bar to get a soda, or if you're sitting out on the deck, the waiter will come over. So we didn't care for that because we don't want our kids at the bar. So having them go to the bar to ask for soda just for us isn't appropriate. So yeah. Will you guys go on the panorama again? Probably not. I think we're at a point now where we're trying not to repeat ships. Love panorama, but I have no reason to go all the way back to all the way back to the West Coast. We're in Ohio, so to go all the way back to the West Coast to get on it, yeah, I don't think we need to. What are your thoughts on working from the ships? I plan to solo cruise a lot when I get my daughter off to college next year. Thinking about working so I don't have to use all my PTO. That question's for you.
Ooh, love it. Just get the internet package, and I haven't had any issues whatsoever. And usually I have my laptop and I have an additional screen, and it seems to work well. I do have some issues with Zoom calls when I have to open up the video connection. But usually most ships I have problems working in the room because it's just not conducive. So sometimes the bars will have high tables, and some ships have libraries that are really nice.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, my job says I can work anywhere in the world as long as I don't go around China. Outside of that, I should be okay.
Yeah, so just keep in mind that internet connectivity is contingent on a lot of things. So if you are, like, I've known some people, I've had clients that their job requires that they're on like a Zoom call or a phone call or what have you for a set period of time, that have gotten upset because the Wi-Fi didn't allow that. All of pretty much most cruise ships now have the Starlink internet, which is a lot better than what it used to be, but you might still have, intermittent connectivity issues. So keep that in mind. If you have a job that you have to be online, you have to be, you could lose connection for a little bit of time, or it could slow down. So I have no problem as a travel advisor. I have no issues working at all. Because I don't have to talk to people. I don't have to, do those things. But from a content creator side of things, it is rough sometimes cruising because I can't always upload. So if I'm working on a vlog and I want to get it out, a lot of times you can't upload. So DJ Calvin says, I'm hoping to sail on the Carnival Panorama Trans-Pacific. I've seen your videos. Any other tips on the ship? I think most of the tips I gave in the video. I felt like the service was a little bit slower on the ship, and I heard that after I shared. I had a couple clients that were on Panorama recently, and they thought maybe it was because it was from the West Coast. So if you've never cruised from the West Coast, or if you don't live out there, it sounds like the service is just a little bit slower, so pack your patience. I would also recommend maybe doing early or late dining, do the set dining times, because I heard that people that had the My Time dining, where you get to show up at any time, they had like a long wait. And we actually witnessed that long wait because the line would be right where the Limelight Lounges, where the comedy shows are. Also, comedy shows, make sure you line up 45 minutes before, because the comedy show, the guys, Carnival has stepped up their game with their comedians. We love the comedy shows.
Yes.
I don't think we've had a comedian lately that we didn't like. So they're really good and they're very popular. So you're not going to be able to go to the Limelight Lounge if you wait till 10, 15 minutes before the show. It's going to be full. So line up. And they literally have shows back to back. So you can get out, you can walk out of the limelight, get back in line to see. They'll have 2, maybe 3 comedians each night. So just a couple of things. I'm sure I left a lot of tips in the blogs, but have a good time. Michelle says, I'm sailing on the Celebration December. I would like to do chef's table, but I'm a solo cruiser. Can I still go? Absolutely. Yep. Chef's table doesn't require that you have more than, you can just take yourself, and yeah, chef's table, you'll have great. I've never done chef's table, but I've seen a lot about chef's table. But yeah, you can just book it. It's not a problem. Parker's gonna go says it was very much on par. They're speaking to NCL Sky. So their experience, and guys, when you have multiple people saying it, and again, I don't know if this is all Norwegian, something about that NCL Sky ship, or at least that sailing, that 3-day transatlantic repositioning cruise. It was something about, I don't know.
Wasn't your cup of tea?
It wasn't my cup of tea, because I was ready to go home. And I think I saw them a couple of times, and I was like, hey, I'm done. I'm like, I just didn't have fun.
Was it like a Men on Film? Hated it. All right.
Lucinda Moore says, cruising with 15 and 17-year-olds for the first time on the Carnival Glory. Any advice?
Pray. Just pray.
Yeah, just set parameters. Like,
no, I said pray.
That age group, yeah, pray too. That age group tends to, like, when you look at like Carnival sailings, well, Royal Caribbean too, they're usually the ones you see running around doing things or what have you. Just set parameters that they shouldn't, because they have free reign, like meaning that you might register them for the teens clubs or what have you. They don't have to stay there. And I think a lot of people don't realize that. Once they're, I think 12, I think once they're 12, they can actually, I think at 9, they can sign themselves out if you give consent. But I think at 12, they don't need consent. They can just check themselves out and go wherever. So we've always set parameters, like you need to be in the teens club. And then like at sometimes, like when we cruise with Dice, I mean, Andrew's aged out of the kids club. Like with Dice, we tell him, hey, if you leave out that teens club, you better be messaging us, letting us know where you're going.
And no, don't be running around the ship.
Yeah. Yeah, there's some hot spots where like we tell them, you better not be in a pool at night, in a jacuzzi at night. None of that. They like to, like the buffet is a hot spot for teens. So just kind of watch some of those spots. Just set parameters, but know that they have free reign and they can
move about.
They can move about and do whatever they want. You do have the Carnival Hub app. So if you don't get Wi-Fi to where you could text back and forth, Carnival Hub app, you pay $5, you get the chat feature. That is something we live by. The kids know they need to constantly chat and let you not respond to me in a timely manner. I'm looking for you. So you just have to, create those rules, and they already know what those are. Dyson knows whenever, because we tend to have separate cabins. Because we have a large family. So he knows whatever his curfew is, whenever it's time to come in, because we sleep, guys. We're in bed like 9:30. He knows to come in and actually physically wake us up, make sure that we know that he's in. So you just have to, whatever works for your family. I mean, but just know that they have free reign, so you can set parameters. Also set a spending limit. You can do that when you check in for your cruise 14 days in advance. Set a spending limit, because we didn't do that the first couple cruises. And I think Drew swiped for some sodas, $3.50 per soda. And yeah, so make sure you set a spending limit. Dyson was in the arcade because we just put our credit card on file, and they didn't know. So set
they know now.
They know now. They know now. And we're at the point now where you don't need to buy anything on a cruise ship. So yeah, so just a couple things. David says, are you ever tempted to go see a movie in the onboard theater? And do they charge for popcorn? Yeah, we like movies at sea. So yeah, I'd love to do that. So my only issue is I don't like the loungers on those cruise ships because it hurts my back, so I can't sit in those seats.
And they do charge for popcorn.
They do charge for popcorn. Princess Cruises doesn't. But Carnival does. Does Royal Caribbean have popcorn? I don't know, but Carnival started charging after COVID. They charge, I think it's $3, and it's dry popcorn. I would never buy that. It doesn't have any salt, doesn't have any butter or anything. HP5 says, I'm taking my twin sons on the Carnival Sunrise for their graduation, sailing June 10th through the 15th. I want to upgrade our cabin. How do I upgrade? Um, they will send you, like if you log into Carnival under manage booking, at the top, if there's upgrades available, it'll be like a bar across the top and it'll say upgrade here. If you have a travel advisor, they can check the portal to see if they've sent you upgrade offer, and then they can take care of it from there. Typically, you can't just call and ask for an upgrade. They're just going to charge you whatever the prevailing rate is for that cabin. The upgrades are usually cheaper than the prevailing rate, but they only offer upgrades if there's availability. So with it being summer and it being 2 weeks away, so you may not have a chance for an upgrade. It's probably sold out, is my guess. Especially Carnival Sunrise. It's probably sold out or very close to being sold out. But have a good time. We love Carnival Sunrise. Felicia says, "Oh, that's a great idea. I didn't know about Cruise Cash." Yeah, guys, Cruise Cash is a great way to budget. I tell that to people all the time. Just put a little bit aside every. Keep in mind though, Cruise Cash is non-refundable, so don't put more on there that you can't use. Now you can use Cruise Cash in the casino, so if you happen to have something left over and you don't know what else to buy or what else to get, go to the casino. Maybe you'll luck up. But Cruise Cash is non-refundable. They have Cruise Cash, Bar Cash, Photo Cash. Just get the Cruise Cash because the Bar Cash you can only use at the bar. The Photo Cash you can only use for photos. Just get the Cruise Cash. You can use it for anything. Kevin says, Ron, what did you think about Ryu when you guys were in Aruba? Me and my family went and we're at the Ryu Antilles next door. What'd you think of that?
Which?
The one in Aruba for Thanksgiving.
Did we like it?
Yeah, did you like it?
I'm trying to figure out what stood out to me. There wasn't a phone party, so that wasn't that.
Yeah, it wasn't that Rio. We liked it. We had a good time.
If she said we liked it, we liked it.
We had a good time. Yeah.
What was interesting about it though? What stood out?
I can't think that far back, but I can tell you that we had a good time there. The Ryu in Puerto Vallarta.
Okay, we didn't like that one.
It wasn't as the food wasn't.
Okay.
The food wasn't good. Let me go to Facebook real quick. Welcome in, Maria. Thank you for being here. David says, I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. I'll be on the Liberty cruise ship October 20th. Okay. I have cruise vlogs. I think I have 2 cruise vlogs on Carnival Liberty. Be sure to check those out. Do you think Celebration Key will have the Cheers package? Seems like they are waiting to really surprise us. What do you think? I'm hoping they will allow the Cheers package. I feel like honestly, if they're trying to compete with Royal Caribbean with Coco Cay, they're going to have to. And I really feel like that's what Celebration Key is. It is truly trying to outdo Coco Cay. And that's going to be hard to do. And I think if they allow the drink package to be used on that private destination, that will give them one up on Royal. Royal allows it. But I think that's going to entice more people to book because, I mean, we don't even really get the drink package. We get it every so often. But that does, like when you go to Half Moon Cay, like why isn't the drink package included? I've always had an issue with that. Or you go to Princess Cay, why isn't the drink package included? So I'm hoping that they do, but I don't know for sure. Let's see. Marie says, I'll be on Celebration July 28th. Yes, you're going to have a great time. Okay, guys, a few more because we're kind of going a little bit long tonight. And I do have to finish getting packed so I can try tomorrow's travel day. So let's see. David, welcome in. Talking to Kaya and Edna. That's right, Alaska. Edna's going to Alaska. That's going to be amazing. Nia says, first cruise is to the Mediterranean in September. Your first cruise is to the Mediterranean. Wow. I've already been there, just never on a cruise. You're going to have a good time. Check out our Mediterranean vlog series. I think you might have already, because I think you commented on it. That is our most watched vlog to date. So definitely
6,000.
Definitely check that out. So yeah, Mediterranean, loved it. Loved it, loved it, loved it. Miss L. Honey, how did you decide you wanted to be a travel advisor and what steps did you take to achieve that? Okay, I'm not going to hash through that question because I get that question all day, all the time. I am going to schedule a live stream to talk about that. But what made me decide to become a travel advisor is I started cruising in 2019, Carnival Sensation, got off the ship, knew that I had to make some extra money so I could cruise some more.
And why did you make some extra money?
Because he doesn't like to spend money. So I figured if I had another stream of income, he wouldn't be able to say anything about me wanting to cruise or travel. And so I actually started with a company called Arise, which is um, like a phone company. They have different companies that you can work for. And so I literally started because at that time I was a school principal and I would in the evenings and then like on the weekends when I didn't have anything going on, I would literally just pick up a couple of hours, get on the phone, and I was actually booking Carnival cruises through Arise. And I did that. COVID happened. COVID happened, so it shut down and it became more of customer service. And I'm like, oh, I can't do that. Like, I just like to be able to book people. So I started with Carnival, but that wasn't being a travel agent. That was just me being customer service on the phone. And honestly, that was just so I had cruise money. And it was, okay, I can do this, make, $15 an hour, whatever it was. And that'll go toward our cruises. My salary goes back to the house, so that's what it was. And then I think COVID happened. I've always liked to plan trips and things. And when I saw how I liked booking Carnival, I was like, well, why don't I open my own travel agency? And I did a lot of research. It took me, almost a year before I found the right host agency and just doing a lot of research. I literally signed up. And then 24 hours, I told them to retract my application because I didn't think I wanted to do it. And then I waited another few weeks, did it. No regrets. No regrets. I'm literally making more money now than I did as a school principal, and I'm able to travel and I'm able to do all kinds of things. Now, keep in mind, a lot of the traveling, a lot of the is not necessarily from the travel agency, it's the content creation side of things. But I will hash all that out whenever I do a live stream on that. And I do have a live stream from about a year ago that kind of talks about that. If you just go through our live stream tab, you'll find it. It says how I started my travel agency. But I'll update that. So stay tuned for that. Dana says yearly travel insurance or per cruise. Just signed in. Sorry if this has been asked. If you travel regularly, then an annual policy is fine. The only thing is sometimes you might still have to you might still have to pay more depending on the cost of your cruise or what have you. If you don't cruise more than, I'm going to say, 4 or 5 times a year, then I would just do the per trip. Some people, I mean, it's really a personal preference. Some people don't feel it's worth it. But like if you're a travel advisor, like sometimes, you could get discounted annual policies, things like that. It really just depends on the cost. But sometimes, especially if it's more than just you, sometimes it's easier just to do it per trip.
But travel insurance is worth it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Because you never know what could happen. And we had to take advantage of it, once or twice already?
Okay. Miss Honey, how did you decide that you wanted to be a travel advisor and what steps did you take to achieve? Oh, I already answered that. Fun Times with Ray Nancy, welcome in, says we will be on Seashore this Sunday. We'll have a good time. I enjoyed Seashore. I was on Seashore in January and we'll be back on it for our MSC group cruise July 4th. Dwayne says, looks like Vista's last day. Change to Celebration Key. Well, you know what I'm doing when I get off of here. Is Vista at that time going out of Port Canaveral or Miami? Well, we're going to be making a change because, yes. Thank you for that. Thank you for that information. And I'm actually excited for that because I've been trying to figure out when we're going to get on Carnival Vista. The goal is to knock out every Carnival ship and then knock out every Royal Caribbean ship. And Vista is not on our radar yet. So that would be amazing rather than doing back to back on Celebration. We could do Vista and then thank you for that information.
So guys, one thing you don't know about my wife is when she gets excited, she starts talking with her hands. So
with my pen, I'm like, write it down, make sure I do it. And I'm going to do it as soon as we get off here. And that's so sneaky of Carnival to do that. Like, because I know that I've had other people to book Carnival Conquest. Like, I just don't like that. Like, that for me, you should have communicated that out, because there are people that want to go first. They want to see it. And I don't have to be first, but guys, this is part of the whole content creation side of things. Where of course I'm gonna knock out a couple of things, because I'll be on Carnival Vista for the first time, going to this island for the first time. Being able to get that content out early is very helpful for your channel. So I mean, I could stay on Carnival Conquest, but why? And it's summertime too. So I mean, I don't think we have anything booked for that. Yeah, we'll make it work. We're gonna make it work. Yeah, I'm gonna call Carnival and have them change it free of charge. Because as a travel advisor, I know how to do that. I'm gonna tell them, you didn't advertise. I booked it for this reason. Put me through to the resolutions department. I'm gonna get it changed. Without losing my deposit.
Well,
anyways,
thanks a lot, Dwayne. There goes the rest of our evening.
Yeah, because they close at 9. I have to get off here in a second, because I'm gonna make that change. Fab Five, hi, new here. Do you find celebrity have live music on their ships versus yes, they have a lot of live music on well, at least Celebrity Ascent. I've only been on one celebrity ship thus far. Celebrity Ascent definitely had a lot of live music, so you'll enjoy that. Christine says, good evening. Do you have any plans to cruise on Carnival Spirit? He doesn't know this yet, but I'm trying to book Alaska for this summer.
This summer? Like within the next 90 days?
And it might be on Carnival Spirit. We'll see. We'll see if I can squeeze it in.
Wow.
We were on Carnival Splendor, which is the sister ship to Spirit.
Now, who asked this question?
Christine.
Christine. Thank you for asking that question, Christine. When was you going to tell someone about this?
I'm trying to make it fit. We'll see if I can make it work.
Is that for us or is that just for you?
I'll see if we get for the family. I don't think I would do Alaska. Because I know you really want to go back to Alaska, so. Let's see. On the Go with Yellow says, yep, that's why I don't work more from the ship. Google Meetings all dang day. Yeah. And if you have a job where you're on Google Meets, you can do it, but just if your job is contingent on you being there, just know that it may not. Or if you're trying to be sneaky, because some people have done that. They didn't tell their boss that they were cruising or traveling, and the internet didn't work, and then they're screwed. So Loretta says, hello. Now that Princess no longer has pre-assigned boarding, has it been crazy crowded boarding? Yep. All of my Princess cruises, I think it's because of the age demographics. They get there early. Now I am elite status with Princess, which is their highest tier, because I'm a certified travel advisor with Princess Cruises. So I'm able to kind of bypass some of that and get on board early. But every single Princess sailing that I've been on, there was already a line outside the terminal before I got there. And you guys know I'm getting there first thing. I want to be one of the first ones on board. Princess, they line up early. So yeah, they don't, if you guys don't know, Princess does not have you pre-select a time. You just show up to the terminal between a set, between like 10 a.m. and 2 p.m., show up at any time. So there's no organization in that sense. And yeah, if you decide to go early, there's going to be a line. Monica, welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Says, going on our first cruise, Allure of the Seas, we're Carnival Cruisers, trying to try something different. We love your videos. Thank you so much. You'll love Allure. I was on Allure of the Seas for Autism on the Seas. I volunteered with Autism on the Seas. I did not vlog that experience because I didn't feel it was appropriate, because I was there to do a job and to support families. So I did not vlog that trip. I did do like a quick ship tour of Allure when I had time off, but I didn't vlog that one. But Allure of the Seas is a really nice first time royal ship. Melina says, as an educator and side hustle travel agent, I love your story. Well, thank you so much. Thank you. Christine says, awesome. It's an absolutely beautiful ship. And I'm sorry, Ron. And Wallace Travel, welcome in. Thank you so much. All right, guys. We've gone about a half hour over our time. And like I said, didn't really have a whole lot to talk about. Just wanted to come chit chat. Again, but tomorrow's travel day.
Seems like we got a lot of good stuff.
Yeah, a lot of good questions.
Yeah. Found out that you're thinking about Alaska.
I am.
Found out that Dwayne screwed up the rest of the night for us because we're going to be.
Oh, I'm about to call Carnival right now. I sure am. And I'll let you guys know how that goes. So if you see me post Vista on our Facebook page, you know what I'm talking about. So yeah, so tomorrow's travel.
Christine told us, got
Mhm.
you to talk about Alaska. I wonder how many other places you're traveling. Christine, if you could ask her some more questions about other locations.
So, Miss Tiffany Prince Davis, welcome in. Thanks for being here watching on Facebook. But we're about to end. So, tomorrow is travel day. So, make sure you have the notification bell on YouTube because Andrew and I are headed to Carnival Firenze. I will be going live from the ship on Thursday at some point. And then we return. That's a 5-day cruise for us. And then, literally, if you're just tuning in, we'll have a 5-day break. And then we're on Margaritaville at Sea Islander, the new ship for the media cruise. Then we're taking a 1-day break from that, going to Busch Gardens. And then from Busch Gardens, we're back on Margaritaville at Sea Islander for the inaugural cruise. Then we have, I think, a 10-day break. And then we have our MHFamilyAdventures group cruise for July 4th. And then I think there's like 2 or 3 other cruises for July. And one really big one for August. There's 2 for August, but one really big one. So stay tuned for that. But I think that is it. We really appreciate you guys tuning in. If you're not already subscribed, please consider subscribing to our channel. We are hoping to hit 20K, and I think we can do it. 20K by July 1st. That is our goal. We are probably about 1,400 away. Think we can do it?
I hope so.
I think so. By July 1st. Let's see. So share our channel out. If you aren't subscribed, please consider doing so. Give this video a thumbs up. We appreciate it. And turn that notification bell on because I'll be live again here in 2 days. So I'll be taking you guys around Carnival Firenze for a tour. I know there's been other content out there, but I'm still going to go live. I'm still going to share the content. Drew and I are going to have a great time for our mom and son cruise going back to Cali. So I'm super excited for that. So I have to get packed and we're out of here tomorrow. So stay tuned. And thanks to all of our channel members for being channel members. We appreciate you guys, but we're going to go ahead and close out. So we appreciate you guys being here. Have a great rest of your week. Thanks for tuning in.
Bye, guys.